Alright, so before I get started curling my hair, I always clip my extensions in because when I don't have my extensions in, my hair is like a lot shorter when it's curled, obviously, because it's shorter when you curl it. So I clip in my extensions, so I do have some extensions clipped in right now, and the extensions are a little bit curly. They still have some curl in it from last time, but that's okay because we're still gonna curl over it. So the first thing that I do is I like to section off my hair, obviously, starting with the bottom section. And I don't like to take too much hair because it gets me like overwhelmed if I have like too much that's down. And I like to make sure that I have an extension down every time that I am going to be curling. Struggling keeping all of it up. I have a lot of hair. Normal hair and a little bit of extension. So then you want to make sure that you use your heat protectant spray and spray through your hair and the extension. Brush it through, which I left my brush in my other room and I'm not going up again. Then I take sections about this big. I like it kind of small because then it'll give you tighter curl, because then you can just brush it out to as loose as you want instead of just making the curls loose and then not being able to like really change them. And the curling wand that I'm using today is the Leangelique wand. It is smaller at the bottom and bigger at the top. I think it's the 1325 millimeter. I love this one. It gives really nice curls. So you just start by pointing it downwards and then start wrapping your hair around it like so. And then you can just start feeling the hair until you feel that it's hot enough. And then you can let it down. And I like to let it cool off a little bit into my hand. And then you're left with something like this. Don't touch it or brush it out or anything yet because it does look like it's really curly right now, but we are going to brush it out later and it will look a lot better. Do this exact same thing for the rest of your hair. And you can do bigger sections and then smaller sections and bigger sections and smaller sections if you'd like. Or you can just do all the same sections. And then also what you can do is you can keep continuing wrapping away from your face. Or if you don't want all the curls to like get stuck together, you can do away from your face, towards your face, away from your face, towards your face, away from your face, towards your face. And I don't know what I want to do right now. I haven't yet decided. I think I'm just going to do all away from my face. So I'm just going to continue doing this throughout my whole head. I'll just speed through this so you don't have to see me doing it for like 45 minutes. Well, no, it doesn't really take me 45 minutes, but it takes me a long time because I have a lot of hair. So I'll just speed through this so you can watch what I do. And also, if you do bigger sections, you're gonna wanna hold the curling iron on your hair for a longer amount of time because that's like a thicker amount of hair, so the heat has to get through more hair to get it hot. The first section is done. I'm still not going to touch it at all. I'm not gonna brush through it. I'm not gonna brush through it with my fingers. I'm not gonna do anything with it. Nothing with it. Don't touch it. To let down the next section of hair. That was a really attractive face. Did you just see it? You should probably go back if you didn't, but I had like 12 chins. Okay, so here is the next section. I like to throw the curls that I've already done in the back and then bring forward the straight pieces. And then I just continue doing exactly what I did in the last part. So you're gonna spray the hair. Dry, baby, dry. So just once again, pointing down, small sections, wrapping it around the barrel. And remember that the less hair you put on the curling iron, the less amount of time you need to hold it on your hair. And in case anybody is wondering, my lipstick is Gerard Cosmetics Mercury Rising Liquid Lipstick mixed with the Serenity Lipstick by Manny MUA. And this part doesn't have any extensions in it. This is all my natural hair here. So once again, throw all the other hair to the back and then start with this hair. And then depending on how big and like voluminous I want my hair, depends on how high I'm going to curl up to. So I think I'm going to curl pretty high today. So this is what the hair looks like right when I am done curling all of it. So it is still warm in some spots, so I am going to wait like 10 to 15 minutes for it to cool down before I brush it so that the curls stay as intact as possible. So I will be right back. So now that the curls have cooled down, you can see the actual length of the hair now after I've curled it. So before it was probably down to like here-ish, maybe around there, and now it's just a little bit below my boobies. What I'm going to do is just kind of finger comb out some of the curls. I don't like to actually use a brush because it just kind of gets rid of too much curl and it just kind of makes them almost too poofy and like too big for me. But if you're into like super big hair, I would say you can use like a paddle brush or like a wet brush. I usually use my wet brush if I decide I want to, but I just like to kind of finger comb out the curls just to kind of separate them as much as I want to. This is why I like to use small pieces and make the curls tighter, because you can always go through and loosen them up with your fingers. I just like to kind of like shake it up. Alright, so this side I have all kind of brushed out and just kind of fluffed, and you can see that it is much bigger and it is actually longer as well because it has lost some of its curl. So I'm just going to do the same thing to the other side and I will be right back to show you. Alright, so both sides are fluffed out. So if you do want a little bit of extra volume, if you want like even more volume than this, you can kind of go through and not back comb because you're doing it with your hands, but it kind of does the same thing. It just kind of floofs it up a little bit more. So you can see there that this side's a little more floofy. One thing you can also do is kind of like flip your head over and flip it back just to get it a little more. And personally, I do not hairspray my hair. I have hair that holds curl really well. Like these curls will stay in my hair for like 3 or 4 days. My hair just doesn't really get greasy and it holds curl really well. I think it's probably because I have naturally curly hair, so I don't really know. But anyways, it stays really well, but this would be the time to put hairspray in your hair, or you could, actually I would have done it before I floofed it, maybe. I don't know, but put it in whatever you want. How about that? So thank you so much for watching this tutorial. If you liked this video, give it a big thumbs up. That really helps me out a lot. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I put up a new video every single week. Let me know down below what types of videos you'd like to see. I'm thinking about doing a fall lookbook, so if you would like to see a fall lookbook, let me know down below in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys all so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye!